Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel CapTech Pro. In this video, we will see how to install and configure iSCSI storage. Before we proceed, let us understand what is iSCSI. iSCSI stands for Internet Small Computer System Interface. It is a block protocol for storage networking and runs the very common iSCSI storage protocol across network connection, which is usually Ethernet. In iSCSI, we have iSCSI target server, which provides the storage option, and iSCSI initiator, which uses that storage. In this video demonstration, we will configure both of them. So without any delay, let me show you our today's lab environment. So friends, as you can see, for this demonstration, we are using two machines. One is storage machine and DC machine. In storage machine, we have given the static IP 192.168.2.60. It is a domain join, and Windows Server 2019 is installed on this machine. We will use the storage machine as a iSCSI target server. Now we have a DC machine. We have also given the static IP to this machine as well, and the IP address is 192.168.2.20. Windows Server 2019 is installed on this machine. This machine is a domain controller and the domain name is captechpro.local. We will use this DC machine as a iSCSI initiator. So guys, without any delay, let's jump to our storage machine and we'll install iSCSI role on our storage machine. So friends, as you can see, now we are on our storage machine. Now we'll open Server Manager. On Server Manager dashboard, we'll click on Add Roles and Features. On Before You Begin console, we'll click on Next. We will select role-based or feature-based installation. Click on Next. On Select Destination Server console, we will select a server from the server pool. Right now we have only one server with the name of storage.captechpro.local. We'll click on Next. On Select Server Role console, we'll click on Files and Storage Services. We'll now click on Files and iSCSI Services. We'll go down and we'll check the box iSCSI target server. It is saying add features that are required for iSCSI target server. We'll click on add features and now we'll click on next. We don't need any additional feature for installing our target server, so we will click on next. We'll click on install. We will wait for the installation to get complete on our storage.captechpro.local machine. So friends, as you can see, our installation process is succeeded on our machine. We will click on close. After clicking on close, we'll click on Files and Storage Services. Now we'll click on iSCSI. So now on our iSCSI virtual disk wizard, we will click on to create an iSCSI virtual disk, start the new iSCSI virtual disk wizard. We can click over here or we can go to task. We can click on new iSCSI virtual disk. We'll maximize this. On select iSCSI virtual disk location, we will select the volume. Now we'll click on next. In specify iSCSI virtual disk name, we will give a name to our iSCSI disk. Let us give it a name iSCSI share. Now we'll click on next. So now we have to specify the iSCSI virtual disk size. For this demonstration, I am giving the size 20 GB. You can select if you want to give 20 MB, 20 GB, 20 TB. You can select from this list. So we will give the size 20 GB and we want a fixed size. So we'll check this. You can select dynamically expanding. You can select the differencing. For this demonstration, I am going with fixed size. So we will click on next. So now we have to assign the iSCSI target. So we'll click on new iSCSI target and we'll click on next. It is saying specify the target name. So for this demonstration, I am giving the name iSCSI target. After giving the name, we will click on next. Okay. So now we have to specify the access servers. So we'll click on add. On select a method to identify the initiator, we have query initiator computer for ID. Select from the initiator cache of the target server and enter a value for the selected types. and we will select enter a value for the selected type. From the type, we will select the IP address. Now we'll enter the IP address of our initiator target. The IP is 192.168.2.20. 2.20 is our IP of our domain controller. We'll click on OK. So as you can see, our specify ISKZ initiator, we have entered the IP address. So now we'll click on next, and we are not using challenge handshake authentication protocol, so we will skip this. We'll click on next. In confirmation selections console, you can review it, and now we'll click on create. So guys, as you can see in view results, it is creating our ISKZ virtual disk. Okay, as you can see, our ISKZ virtual disk was created successfully. We'll click on close. Now in ISKZ virtual disk console, you can see our virtual disk is not connected. Target name is ISKZ target. So friends, as you can see, we have successfully created our ISKZ virtual disk, and right now it is not connected. So we will jump to our domain controller to use this storage. Okay friends, so now we are on our domain controller. We have successfully created ISKZ virtual disk, and now we will access that disk on our initiator target, which is domain controller. So we'll open server manager. We'll click on server manager. Okay friends, so on our server manager, we will click on tools. We will select ISKZ initiator. Okay, so in ISKZ initiator properties, we will mention the target. We can enter the IP address of our storage, which is 192.168.2.60, and we'll click on quick connect. So as you can see, status is connected, and in progress report it is saying login succeeded. We'll click on done. In favorite target, you can see the name of our ISKZ. So friends, we have successfully connected our ISKZ disk on our initiator. So we'll click on OK, and now we'll right click on start. We'll click on disk management, and in initialize disk, we will select MBR. We'll click on OK. So as you can see, 20 GB disk is now there on our DC machine. We will right click on disk and we'll click on new simple volume. We will click on next and specify the volume size. The maximum disk space is 20 GB. We can use less space or we can utilize the whole space. So we'll click on next. Now we have to assign the drive letter. By default, the drive letter is assigned E. We'll go with this. We'll click on next. In format partition, we are using NTFS, and we can give the volume label. We'll give it a name, ISKZ disk. We'll click on next and we'll click on finish. So it is formatting, and now our disk is ready to use. So now we'll click on this PC, and as you can see, ISKZ disk E is there of 20 GB. So now we'll go back to our storage machine. Okay friends, so now we are on our storage machine, and if we will refresh, okay, so as you can see, it is now connected. Earlier it was not connected, and now it is connected to our DC machine. We'll go down, and in ISKZ target, as you can see, the name, target IQN, target status is connected. We can use this ISKZ disk. It is a 20 GB. We can put any data inside this disk. So friends, we have successfully installed and configured ISKZ target server and ISKZ initiator as well. So friend, that's it for this demonstration. If you like my video, do give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.